The problem with people who give you those advice, they have their own limiting beliefs, and a lot of them, there is like a lack of vision in their lives that there's no chance they're gonna see what you see. Your goal, it's you. You live through it, you see it, you know you can make it happen. And that's how great people like Oprah Winfrey, Bill Gates, so many different people who had the vision for their lives and they succeeded. Not because they had a lot of support, it's because they were resilient to what other people taught and talked about them. Many times in my life, I had the situation when nobody believed in me. Everybody said that I'm gonna fail and I will not be able to complete the project that I was doing and that I should just give up. And I don't think I never ever have given up. And probably that's why it made me so resilient to other people's opinions and other people's thoughts. And it also made me who I am today. And now I know that even if I will give up, it's going to be because this is the time to give up, not because other people not going to believe in me. And that's going to make me feel, oh, I'm small. Yes, they're probably right. They don't have enough skills or enough money or enough this and this to succeed. I will just do it, okay? I will do what I want. And I'm hoping that everybody in this world, especially women, will have that self confidence that whatever they want to achieve, whoever they want to be, they can be that person. I don't think this is a lie that you can have everything in life, but I feel it requires a lot of work and resilience. You won't get it for free. It happens to me so many times that I can't even count. One of the things that come in my mind, it's when I was going to the college and I studied travel and tourism extended diploma course. I think it was more coming from my parents and my family that I have to go to university. It was fine, but I was too young. I think we had to make our decision when we were like just 16, what we want to do for the rest of our lives. And I don't know about you, but that was a lot of pressure for me. I felt pressured into this and I had no idea what I want to do. Tourism, it wasn't really what I imagined it to be. I wanted to be air cabin crew. I wanted to be a hostess, to travel around the world and visit different places until I met a few people from that department and from that industry. And I realized this is not what I want. And what they do is actually not how I imagine it to be. Changed my perception about it. And I just was kind of lost, I didn't know what I'm going to do next until I saw my sister wedding video. And they've done such an amazing job, the camera operator was working so nicely with the editor and the editing, the music, the way that her dress just falls and the music stops. I was mesmerized by that video. I watched it 10 million times and it was never enough for me. What I've also realized was that I can watch the same thing 10 million times and it's not boring for me. And that's what the editing job is about. So I wanted to become an editor as well. I told my plans to everyone. I told my plans to my parents. I said it to my teacher. I've said it to everyone. And they were like, what? Are you crazy? You will never achieve that. You don't have any experience. My family said, oh, we don't have anyone in filming industry who can help you. Basically, everyone around me said that I'm going to fail. Yet I still said, you watch me. And I've applied and I got accepted. Later on, I didn't like the university. I've moved to different university. It wasn't the easiest, it wasn't the easiest moment in my life. A lot of things happened in the meantime, but I succeeded and I graduated from Leeds Beckett University. Great course, very practical and exactly what I wanted to have. I was doing my third year when we have to choose specialization, which it was editing for me. And I had to support myself financially. I was living away from my family. And the situation was just hard. Okay. The financial situation wasn't easy. I had to get a full-time job doing something that completely didn't interest me just to make money. And I would be waking up 4 a.m, going to job, staying for like 12 hours sometimes because I was doing overtimes as well. And then straight away go to university. It was about 10 minutes away from me. I would stay there until 11, 12 o'clock during the night just to get a taxi, get back home, and repeat the next day, okay? Maybe I had one day off during the week, not even that sometimes. And I remember it was just one evening when head of department stopped me when I was coming back home. It was already very late. And he said, you know what? Stop doing what you do. And I was like, pardon me? And he was like, I know, you're probably working full time. I can see your eyes. I can see the way you're exhausted. I don't think you're going to be able to finish your first year, and you had a great future career in front of you. And I thought about it for a while, when we've been going down in the lift. And I just turned around and I said, you watch me. And of course, I succeeded. I didn't drop my work until the graduation time, and I graduated with good results. That showed me again and again that what other people think of you, what other people saw in their life, maybe he's seen somebody else doing that and dropped the university. We had a few people who started to work full time and they realized making money is great. I don't need uni. This is not what I want to do. And they just dropped it, like hot potatoes, like boom, I'm going. They would spend so much money after 2.5 years, maybe just before the actual graduation. They're like, oh, I'm done, I'm going, which didn't even make sense to me. Why would you spend so much money doing that? Because that university cost a lot and you would just drop it. So I didn't want to be a quitter. I'm not a quitter usually. I can quit just when I see this is not for me. When I have that feeling, when it's, when everything around me says this is not for me, this is the time when I can leave. And I'm pretty sure that you guys had a lot of situations when you just, when other people said that you won't be able to do it, you won't be able to achieve it. And rather than truly, going inside your body and say, is it the right thing for me? Is it not? You just kind of dropped something. And I know it's not a great feeling. And that's why I want to encourage everyone here to make the dreams happen, to go for what you want, to never surrender and never give up. The problem with people who give you those advice, they have their own limiting beliefs, and a lot of them, there is like a lack of vision in their lives that there's no chance they're going to see what you see. Your goal, it's you. You live through it. You see it. You know you can make it happen. And that's how great people like Oprah Winfrey, Bill Gates, so many different people who had the vision for their lives and they succeeded. Not because they had a lot of support, it's because they were resilient to what other people taught and talked about them. Also, a lot of the times when it comes to a partner, it's the fear of change. So sometimes when you want to change, you want to do something great, and you've been in that relationship, they are afraid. They are afraid that you're going to go to the next level. They are afraid that maybe you can even upgrade them. They are afraid that you're going to become somebody that they don't know. And that's why they're going to try stopping you. It's a very normal reaction. We need to be really open and very conscious human beings in order to let other people to really let go and to let them do what they want without the fear that we're going to lose them, without the fear that they're going to leave us, without the fear that we're not going to be able to have so much time with them anymore. We need to let them do what they want. As I said, people like Oprah Winfrey, Walt Disney, Albert Einstein, J.K. Rowling, okay, the Harry Potter. Nobody believed in that idea. I think she went to so many publishers and everybody rejected her until that one person, all it needed. I think she was rejected. I have my notes here. I think she was rejected like 12 times before it came one of the best-selling book series in the history. So what separated them from everybody else? What separated them, the winners, from the failures? Is because they kept going. That was the secret, They kept going because they believed in vision that they have. When nobody believes in you, you need to believe in yourself twice as hard. So stop seeking approval. Stop seeking approval from those people that don't even know you sometimes, because your own parents, they might not even know you. They don't understand your dreams, your desires. It always depends on the communication you have between you and your loved ones, you and your relationship people, like you and your friends. But if the communication weren't there and they are not very open-minded people, stop seeking their approval. Like, you don't need a cheering crowd. You don't need permission from anyone to live on your terms. You don't need to worry about people who's going to criticize you. You don't need to worry that somebody's going to make a post about you. Like, who cares if that? Are you living your dreams? Are you doing good for yourself? Or are you living somebody else's dream? And sometimes, as hard as it can be, sometimes you need to remove the negative people from your life, no matter how close they are for you. Maybe it's your closest family members, maybe it's the friends that are just taking you down because they don't want to see you succeeding. Or maybe they just worry for you. So either you need to establish very clearly saying that you don't want to hear that you don't need the negative beliefs, and the beliefs is their beliefs, not yours, or you just need to remove them, cut them straight. Because those people will bring you down. Those people who don't support you, and the people who don't understand the vision, and people who are just bringing you down every single day, they are like something in your shoes that's every time when you walk, you feel it. You feel the pain, it annoys you. And this is what it is. If they remind you about your failures, if they remind you about your past failures, if they create future failures, like let them go, because that's not what you need. And instead of them, find the support organization, find the support group, find the right voices. Maybe it's just on the internet, maybe it's just this video that you saw or the influencer that you follow and you just like, you feel the connection with that person. Follow them, listen to their videos, maybe get in touch with them. Maybe they can help you out. Maybe it's just the wording, or maybe it's just one sentence that they're going to send you, but that's going to help you a lot. Every single time when you will doubt, use it as a fuel. Make it like a very strong petrol that will just fire you to do some more actions. Rather than watching Netflix or staying in your bed because you're scared or you just don't feel like you want to succeed, take the next step. And when you're going to fail, try it again and try it again and try it again until you succeed. Also, what I did sometimes, I just faked it till I made it. I just fake it till I make it. When I opened my own company, I don't think anybody believed that I can succeed in that. I was faking it till I make it. Every single day I was saying to myself, what a great business owner I am. What a great self-employed person I am. I was motivating myself to find more customers, to do my website, to do the graphics and to do more videos and to communicate with people and get to know them and follow right people. I was promising myself that every single day I'm going to take small steps in order to achieve what I want. Sometimes they were tiny. Sometimes it was just one video that I saw or just one small change that I did. But every single day, it became my habit to succeed and to do more and more and more. And when I changed it, because obviously I closed my business and I went to work for somebody else, I didn't close it because I felt like I'm failing it. Not at all. I think the business was growing very nicely in that, first few quarters. But then I've noticed that it's not as beneficial for me right now as if I would go to that specific company, because I can learn about the properties and I can learn about investing and I can still do what I love. So that was the great moment to just change and swap. But again, it wasn't that I failed myself. It wasn't that I just quit it because I didn't believe it. It was just the right thing to do. And you need to understand the difference. But regardless of what you want to do, start today. I think 2025, it's a great time and place to be in. You have so many opportunities, so many things you can do, whether it's online, whether it's around the world, whether it's in your small hometown. Find what you want and make it happen. That's how simple it is. And sometimes it's so simple that we just forget about how important it is to act on what we want. And as much as beliefs and positive thinking and getting the good vibes, of course, is so important. But once this is aligned, all you need to do is action. Small steps, courses, talking to people, going out, seeing something new every day, inspiring yourself. And don't watch too much Netflix. Love you. Bye.